Fortnite has been through one of the craziest runs in history. We went from seasons that had players quitting to seasons bringing back millions of people. So today we're going to be looking at what's happened recently and answering one question: is Fortnite really back? Hello, I'm Soup Dog. This is my channel. If you enjoy, please like and subscribe, and drop a comment if you disagree with me on anything I say. For this video, we're going to start with Chapter 6, Season 1. We got a brand new map themed all around Tokyo, Japan, which is really cool. And the weapons were amazing. This was probably one of the greatest loot pool we ever gotten, with the Centennial Shotgun, the Hollow Twister, the Fury. It was just amazing. The only thing that I think wasn't great about it is the expectations. When you come from a chapter like Chapter 5, where everything was hitting, like Chapter 5 was shooting like prime Stephen Curry over here. It was amazing. You didn't have a miss, except for that one season we will not be talking about, but it's okay. And it's just my favorite part of Chapter 6 Season 1 was Godzilla. Like, I got to do it probably 2, 3, 4 times. Multiple times. It was amazing. Like, you got to be Godzilla and you got to just obliterate everybody on the map. And then after that, there was a medallion that dropped for everybody else in the lobby, it was a great medallion. And then the exotic was amazing too. And I just think it was great. I think the battle pass was okay. I didn't like the overall theme of the season. I didn't think it was a great idea to start a chapter out with that. But other than that, the season was good. But you can see near the end of the season, the reason I think that this season didn't do well was because it was so long. I can remember at the end of the season, I was like, when is this gonna end? Because I started playing OG because the season was it was awful. Near the end, there wasn't a lot of new content. But overall, I thought it was a pretty good season. Probably if I had to rank it on the Chapter 6 scale, probably the second or third best. It was good, but it wasn't great. Now we're moving on to what I think was the best season of Chapter 6. Chapter 6 Season 2. It was called Lawless. At first I was like, what is this? You had to rob banks, which I thought was actually cool, but I can see how that got stale after a while, because that was the only way to get good weapons in the season. But the weapons there were so good. Near the end of the season, they put the mythics and the exotics in. My favorite was the Hollow Twister. It was kiss to the shelf. Just amazing. Then you have the Brutus minigun. Call me a spammer, but I like the pump and dump. The pump and dump was pretty good. You can't lose off if you have that. You can't. An SMG and a shotgun. You can't lose. You're winning. And then you had the vaults, and I thought the battle pass was amazing. The meme skin, the big dill guy, he was so good. I have all the styles of him. The what's it called? The opal or galaxy thing. I thought that was cool. I liked it, but I don't think a lot of other people did. I mean, I can see why. I can see how it can get stale. Because, in the trailer, they showed a lot of exotics and, really cool weapons. But you can't use those. Because you just can't. Because they're not in until the next month. And that's what I think Fortnite had a really big problem in recently with that. If you weren't landing at a vault, were you even playing, to be honest? There's nowhere else to land. It was cool, but it wasn't great. And then the end of the season event was cool, but it wasn't really a live event, if that makes sense. And it was cool seeing the Death Star in the sky. Just, yeah. I think this season is where Chapter 6 started to make a turn for the worst. We had 2 mediocre seasons before that about 50-50% of people liked them. 50% of them, it wasn't great, but it was better than what we've had. And then we followed that up with a straight Star Wars season where you can only use blaster weapons and lightsabers. If you have a game like Fortnite, which is so geared toward everybody having a little bit of their own thing, like in Fortnite, everybody has something to like. There is something for literally anybody. Would that be skins, maps, the BR, and you just make it about Star Wars for an entire month, your player base starts to go away. I personally like this season because I grew up with Star Wars and I thought it was cool. But I can 100% see why you would not like this season. If you didn't like Star Wars, you basically just took a month off. My point is it was too niche. It didn't make enough sense to do it. Now let's talk about the next season. This is where Chapter 6 started to turn around for the first time. It was all about superheroes, which was cool. We've had superhero themed seasons in the past, themed around Marvel, and I believe it was Chapter 1, Season 9, about that, where it was just superheroes. This one was mainly DC, but it had custom superheroes. I think the weapons were great. The map looked amazing with all the superhero stuff, and it was easy to get good weapons. And they integrated this like ABC tier ratings, which helped you get good weapons and stuff like that. I thought that was very interesting. It was cool. It it looked like Epic finally started cooking with this. It looked like nothing could go wrong. And then the inevitable happened. Fortnite messed it up. We had a great season followed by shock and awesome, or whatever it was called. Nobody liked this season. If you like this season, you're an NPC. Like, you're not a real person. It was a bad map. The battle pass was mid. The theme was about killing bugs, which is okay, but that doesn't match anything to what we've built it up to. And then you have the Power Rangers in there for some reason. I mean, the medallions were good, but then they nerfed them mid-season. The map looked ugly after it looked amazing. We're just gonna act like this never happened. Just, it's gone. Gone from our memory. And then after that bombshell of a season, we came with the Simpsons season, which was probably the saving grace of the chapter. It was a good and a bad time for it. If this would have been where the bug season was, we would have probably had 3 seasons, which were good. Chapter 6, Season 2, Season 3, and this one, and The Simpsons. The bosses were great. The loot was amazing. The map was better. And you had fun bosses all leading up to the best live event that I've ever participated in. It was amazing. It was perfect. Perfect. Bosses eliminated people a lot. It's because they were actually decent. It was great, man. I got nothing else to say. And then after that amazing season, we come with one of the best live events ever, 0 Hour. It kind of combined every single thing that we've gotten in Fortnite ever into one live event where we're all facing off against one thing. And it was a live event where you actually got to participate in it, where it wasn't just like a screen in front of you and you couldn't do anything. You actually got to do it. You got to fight the final boss with everybody. It was amazing. Like, and then we had multiple upcoming collabs confirmed in it, including Kill Bill, Back to the Future, the DeLorean from Back to the Future. All these amazing things came from that one live event. And how can I even say it was just amazing? I don't know how else to say it. Before we move on to the next chapter, I want to talk about why Chapter 6 failed. I don't think the gameplay was the issue. The loot pool was great. Themes were there. But I think they focused too much on collaborations and not the actual game. Like during this time, they were trying to expand all the metaverse and whatever that is. They're trying to expand like Rocket Racing, Festival. Nobody plays those games. The reason people like Fortnite is because of BR, Reload, and these other sub games that are themed around BR. And Fortnite forgot it was Fortnite. I mean, that's the best way I can explain it. And they needed to pivot. Like, they had 2 or 3 good chapters or seasons, and then the rest weren't great. They were okay. Mediocre at best. Then after that amazing live event, we get transported to the new island, which is SoCal themed, West Coast. It's a beautiful map. All about California, Vegas, Yosemite a little bit in there. And then we have the collabs, like Kill Bill was in this season, and the return of the storyline, which is like extremely important. We have the Dark Voyager on his cube ship attacking the island for the 0 point. And it's so cool. And then at the end of the season, we learn that the Foundation is alive and he's breaking out and coming to the next season with the Ice King. And it's so cool. The one thing that I did not like about this season is that it was long. Yeah. Now we're going to talk about Chapter 7, Season 2. It's amazing. The loot pool is balanced. They changed an already amazing map to better. You have the Ice King and the Foundation coming back, 2 iconic Fortnite characters. When you think of Fortnite, you think of those guys. And then you have the rivalry system, which is kind of like the Dill Bits from Chapter 6, Season 2. So if you kill somebody that you rivalried against, you get rivalry points. And those rivalry points can help you buy weapons. They're basically the weapons from Chapter 6, Season 2. You have the Hollow Twister, which it was great seeing this gun back. You have the bazooka that, like, shockwaves you. And you have the Mammoth. The one thing that I didn't like about this season is near the end of the season, you couldn't find those guns anymore, which was extremely annoying. But the Battle Pass was amazing. It had, like, Bugs Bunny, and it had Jules, Foundation, Ice King. And I thought it was interesting to let the player base decide on who wins the live event. And then the live event was insane too, with Ice King ending up defeating the Foundation. And then at the end, the twist where Geno is back and he shoots Jonesy. At this time, we don't know if he's dead or not, but he is in a back tank. Now we're to the modern day. Chapter 7, Season 3. This season has been the best season that we've gotten in years, with millions of people coming on every day. BR is finally thriving. I think the reason for that is Fortnite is sticking to Fortnite. And the weapons, the loot pool is amazing. They kind of destroyed the map in the last live event. The map looks incredibly different. Like last update that we had about a week or 2 ago had more people on than some opening season updates. That's how popular the season is. And then when you add in the sprites, which have like extra loot, which can give you extra loot, they can give you extra stamina, extra health, extra abilities that help you. And they're so cute, they're tough. And you get them in a back bling and you get people to master them. It's amazing. It gets people to stay on. I know that a lot of my friends have came back to Fortnite after the last 2 seasons because it's coming back. Like, this season is a season where Fortnite's coming back. I think if we have one more good season like this, if Fortnite can follow the hype of this season, we could have one of the best chapters of all time. Chapter 1 was good, Chapter 2 was good, and Chapter 3 has been amazing so far. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, or drop a comment. and turn the notifications bell on and stuff.